You have a habit sometimes of going to speak with the dead and also going to ask mountains questions. Can you talk a bit about these practices?
Yes, in the cemeteries, you have a lot of people who can talk, and they have a lot of things to say from their own experience. And if you listen to the cemeteries, it is better than a book, because you get all these radiations, all these waves. I live close to a monastery that was built in the 12th century. And in those days, they were building monastery not for because it was beautiful or they were building it because of the radiations. It's like your cat or your dog. He won't sleep in a sleeping room. He sleeps where he feels the right radiations. They have the instinct. We have lost it because we are not anymore wild. We have lost instinct. We have lost perception. We have lost intuition. And that's what I say to the students. The more you learn technocracy, the more you will lose your instinct. And you will always go through analyzers. You will never believe anymore your nose. So learn a lot of technocracy. But please don't use technocracy to guide you. You can double check, okay, but keep your nose, keep your instinct, because that is your power. Because with the artificial intelligence, there is only the instinct and the intuition, which eventually the artificial intelligence cannot copy. Can copy anything and do better than we. But intuition cannot. A computer has no intuition. So keep this intuition. Don't let it go. And we have lost it. And we have also lost it because the religion wanted us to lose it. So we said, nobody can see the future, and nobody knows what happens tomorrow. Yes, we know. My farmer tells me the summer will be hot. He tells me this in March. I say, how do you know? Because the way the leaves are growing tells me that the summer will be hot. The first time he told me, now I want to check. God damn, the summer was hot and dry. So this is all experience and intuition and horoscope. The horoscope at the period of the Chinese or the Greek, it was a science. It was they were teaching it at the universities, and we have totally said finished. Nobody can tell you it's not true. And I believe in all this. I believe in what you cannot see, and I think sometimes what you cannot see is more important than what you can see. So that's my way of living. The radiations, the intuition is for me elementary, is for me a strength and not a weakness. But it's difficult when you have been instructed always to check the theory, this and that and that. So slowly you forget your intuition. And you only look at numbers, analyzers, number, blah, blah, blah. I say, yes, that's okay. Good. It's perfect, we have it. But it should not help. It should only help to manage. It should not be the management model. It's like in a plane, you can check at which altitude you are. Okay, it's an assistant, but don't fly according to the altitude. You must check the altitude, but it won't help you. It won't give you the direction to fly.
And why do you ask questions of mountains?
Mountains is the same, So yes, for the cemetery. So I developed this theory when I was at Omega. I was at Omega in 1992, and one day I said, Omega is now 130 something years old. They have probably employed 1,000 people per year. That gives you a huge number of people that have been concentrating in thinking about Omega. When on Christmas time, in our countries, let's say in Europe, everybody is occupied to think positive. Christmas, Christmas, present, family gathering. There is absolutely a very positive vibration going on, which we feel or not, but there is a vibration. If millions of people are thinking positive, are thinking love, then something happens. That's my belief. And I'm 100% sure it works that way. Now, if millions of people have thought for Omega, 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 this cannot disappear. These vibrations are still there. We must just catch them. So I said, guys, we have to go to the cemetery, where the most of the watchmakers are buried. In those days, it was on these valleys and these mountains where the people were born and where the people were buried. And I say, we have to go to the cemetery, and we let the people tell us their story. And so I taught my people to go to the cemetery and to sit. And some came back and said, I didn't hear anything. I said, it doesn't matter. You got vibrations. And whatever you do tomorrow will be influenced because you have indirectly listened to the people. You must master, I used to say, the invisible visibility. What you cannot see is the most important. And this must be mastered. And this you must learn. What people can see, everybody can see. That's not relevant. The invisible must be mastered. And so I developed this. Concerning myself, I need the mountains. I need the forest. I need the trees. I need the birds. I need the flowers. Flowers, trees, birds, stones, that's my life. That's my religion. And I pray not in a cathedral, I pray in the cathedral of nature. And the cathedral of nature is the forest. And when I go into the forest at 5 o'clock in the morning, the smell. And I say to the forest, thank you for spraying this incredible smell. And then I hear a bird. I said, hey birds, you're singing the opera for me. Thank you. Thank you, I'm in the opera. Oh, I love your music. And then slowly the sun comes. And I see a yellow flower, and I see a blue flower. I say to the flowers, thank you for giving me all this joy in my eyes. Colors are giving joy. Colors are giving optimism. Color are giving hope. So by doing this, more or less in the past, every morning, that's my way to say thank you to God, and that's my way to pray. So I don't need to go to church. I am in the church. I am in the church of life. I am in the church of nature. That's my religion. And that's how I behave. And I swear, I called my wife today. I said, I'm coming home tomorrow. Saturday, I need to go to the forest because it's the birthday of one of my child. I said, I will, and she said, but I said, yes, I will be there at the birthday at 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock. But in the morning, I need to go to my cathedral to pray. And that is my forest. That's my birds. That's my flowers. And they are there. They're waiting for me.